Hi there. Good evening. It is show time for a 5,000 word bank challenge. We are on episode 94 and we have tweaked a little change in the pattern. Presently, I'm bringing you idioms plus English words. I thought let us do the enrichment from many more windows. Okay. So I bring to you 6 idioms, and through those idioms, I bring new English words to you, and then I weave a story using those idioms. But prior to that, I give you the meaning and explanation of how to use those words. Okay? So, everyone out there, I hope you're there with your notebook and your pen. I'm Vinita, a coach consultant, Canva designer, and I'm on a mission to help all the big dreamers who want to work, study, or migrate abroad. It's fun to travel, and in any travel happening, you need to have English language proficiency. If you want to study or work abroad, you will have to clear the gateway of English exams, English proficiency exams. More often than not, people go for IELTS. So I'm here on my drive to help you crack international exams, mainly with the help of building a rich word bank. Once you have these words at your disposal in your bank, it becomes easier to interact, to communicate, to talk, to persuade, to write, to speak, wherever you are, in whichever environment you are, whether you're a student, a working professional, non working professional, a businessman, a startup, language always helps. And the more, the merrier. It gives you an added confidence. It adds to your self-esteem, because we tend to limit our beliefs thinking people are judging us for a language. Never mind all those, but yes, learning a language is always a feather in your cap. So here I am, helping you to escalate your confidence through excellent communication in English. So here we are, and today I am on my, I'll just share my screen with you. I am on my uh, idiom number 138. And I bring 6 more to you. So we shall be there, 7 more to you. We'll be there at 144. And as you can see my screen, will make it a little bigger in case you find it difficult. Yeah, if you find it difficult. So I begin with bid your time. So you are bidding for your time. Why? Because you're waiting for an opportunity, for something to happen, and you prevaricate. I've been doing that a lot. Yes. So you have to get out of it. You wait patiently. You hold on. You take your time. You wait for the right moment, and there is never a right moment. Every moment is right. You realize this. Never mind. How will you use in your sentence? It's best to bid your time and wait for the right opportunity to present yourself. Another one would be to strike when the iron is hot. So perhaps a person is bidding the time, waiting for the iron to get hot. But now that when I talk of self development and self improvement, I would say now is the right time. There's no need to wait for too long. Otherwise, it turns into prevarication. Now, there's a thin line between them. We'll not go into all that. Number 2, bite the hand that feeds you. I think you can guess the meaning. What does it tell you? It is to act against someone who's been helpful or supportive to you. So this is basically being disloyal. So somebody's supporting you, somebody's helping you, and you bite the hand that supports you. So it's a negative one. Do you betray your benefactor? You turn against your benefactor. You show ingratitude. You gratefully, you go against a supporter. So in any context, you may, if you criticize your mentor in public, you're just biting the hand that feeds you. If you criticize your mentor in public, you're biting the hand that feeds you. You get it right? Okay. Another one. We go to next. And what is the next? To blot one's copybook. Okay. Now this basically the basic word is blot. So when you blot your copybook, it means to make a mistake or do something that damages your reputation. So क्या in Hindi they say kala daag lagana. So you blotting your copy book with a kala daag. Okay, so you get into trouble. Another way it would be you're getting into trouble. You're tarnishing your reputation. You're making a faux pas. Just mark the spelling and the pronunciation. You spoil relationships and you damage one's standing. Okay. And what would be the example? He blotted his copybook by missing an important meeting and not informing anyone. Okay. So responsibility means always informing. Okay. Now we go to the next one, which is the idiom number 4. Okay. Break every rule in the book. So what will break every rule in the book mean? To act in a completely irresponsible, lawless. So when you're breaking every rule in the book, that means it's a negative one. It's just telling you that you don't have to break rules to do something. So you disregard rules, you act recklessly, you go against regulations, you violate policies, you flout guidelines, right? So all these are the meanings. Now you may use it as in English. You disregard the rules, you act recklessly, you violate policies, or you flout the guidelines, or the idiom way of where you break every book. What would be the example sentence? The student broke every rule in the book during the exam, which resulted in severe consequences. Yes, people are doing that to make money. They are breaking every rule in the book, but somehow wrong measures do end up giving you wrong results. It is better to work with the rules and then make a breakaway. Okay. So next idiom is to break new ground. Okay, and then to break a new ground. I can say that also if you want to alliterate. Oh yeah. My bad. So you break a new ground. What does this mean? You break a new ground. Okay, to do something innovative that has never been done before. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. So when you do something totally new, out of the box, innovate, then you have broken the ground. So what would be the English equivalence of this? You are a pioneer. You make advancements. You explore. You venture into new areas. Examples: new ground with her study on renewable energy sources, right? So you break a new ground when you do. Nowadays so many people are literally breaking ground on the internet horizon. You see so many new careers come up. You see have come up, and that is how the society evolves. So contemporary changes, and how have they come about? By some people have broken the ground. Okay, so makes sense. Next, breathe down somebody's neck. Now this happens very often in your office, at your work, maybe schools at times. To watch someone closely and impatiently, usually causing tension. So when you're with a hook, eagle's eye, always on somebody, they're doing giving micro instruction, totally on somebody's head, you don't let that person breathe. You are breaking down somebody's neck. Why? Because you're breathing heavily on the neck. That's another one. To watch somebody closely, impatiently, usually causing tension. To English equivalent, if you want to use English words, hover over. To pressure. To intimidate. This can be done. This could be a gimmick or a device to intimidate another person. to oversee closely, and to supervise harshly. So, what would be the example sentence? The boss was breathing down his neck while he tried to finish the project by the deadline. Excuse me. So, we go to the last one today, and that is to build bridges. What is to build bridges? That is to create relationships or connections between people or groups. Okay, and what would be the English equivalence? To foster connections, establish relationships, promote unity, create links, or connect people. So, how would you use it in a sentence? The diplomat's main goal, always, foreign embassies, that's what they do. The diplomat's main goal was to build bridges between the conflicting nations, which is always happening. Diplomacy was created to create a dialogue and bridge the communication gaps, and maybe be on even keel with each other, maybe be on mm, right keel with each other. Okay, so you followed these so far, so good. And now let me check the time. It's 11 already. So I'll take a quick this thing. This is your listening comprehension. I'm going to use all these idioms which I have brought to you today with explanation, weave them into a story. Let's see if you get them. All set? Okay. Here we go. Alex determined a scholarship that would allow him to study abroad. Yeah, all those who are going abroad, you try or you endeavor to get scholarships. Here's another one, Alex. Knowing the competition, decided to bid his time and formulate a solid plan. He spent countless hours researching potential opportunities and networking with professors who could offer support. So if you are bidding your time, make sure you're doing preparing your ground for it, not prevaricating. Mark it. However, in his eagerness, he was careful not to bite the hand that fed him. His mentor had provided him with useful resources and introductions, and Alex understood the importance of showing gratitude and respect. He remembered stories of students who had blotted their copybooks by neglecting those who helped them along the way. As the scholarship applications opened, Alex realized many candidates seemed to break every rule in the book, desperate to stand out. They presented exaggerated claims and even fabricated experiences on their applications. Are you following? Don't do that. Alex, on the other hand, was determined to break new ground by being transparent and honest about his qualifications. Believe me, honesty is the best policy. If you are bidding time, make yourself job ready, make yourself admission ready, make yourself country ready. You want to be there and make yourself fit for that visualizing, and that is breaking ground. Okay, as the deadline approached, okay, his had head began to breathe down his neck, eager to see the final submission. Knowing that his reputation was at stake, Alex focused intensely, ensuring his application represented his true self. He aimed not only to get the scholarship, but also to build bridges with abroad. You see, one wrong thing could lead you to another wrong thing. You will probably lie to camouflage the fact. So best is to play safe, to play honest. More than safe, it is play honest. Okay. Lastly, finally, when the notification came Alex felt a sense of relief. His hard work paid off. He secured the scholarship and made important connections that would benefit him throughout his studies. In the end, his goal, but he also gave lessons about patience, integrity, and forging lasting relationships, which is much more important. Yes, children, it is not the exam, it is not the admission, it's not the travel, it's not the recognition. What matters is your journey. So, if during the journey you are resorting to honesty is the best policy, you're resorting to transparency, you're building yourself up every day, day after day, you are creating that visualized personality, you will reap the benefits all your life, not just during the exam. So, your goal, your focus should be always long term, never short term. Whether it is IELTS or your college exam, anywhere, I would once again advise you. I would once again caution you. I would once again sound you. It is great to prepare yourself for life, not just one exam. This one exam is just one obstacle, and what you are going to undertake if you dream big will be many, many more obstacles. So, if you take a shortcut, if you take the wrong cut, if you take the incorrect cut, it will not help you in the long run. Believe me, I would rather prepare yourself, make your personality robust, get into that communication mode, be there, know everything, become the doer. This will add on to your confidence, to your self esteem, to your own personal glory in your own eyes. And you are there in your own conscious, all standing tall. Or you would rather show some other picture to the world and be some other picture for yourself. Believe me, this dichotomy, this non-alignment will never let you rest in peace. Okay, so prepare honestly, and just small trivial steps will take you to your journey. Never mind the delay, but go the right way. It's the journey that matters, not the objective. So with this, I end my stream today. I'll see you again, same platform tomorrow. Till then, prepare well, prepare hard.